Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day this is for you. It's like a mid-morning for me. Not really, 9:30. So you get up early. Slept in a little late today. Anyway, welcome, Miss Me, Wingish Nibe, Miss Jackie Quay, Sweetgrass Water Medicine Woman, oh friendly freaky ass medicine woman. Christy Carr, superstar. Yeah, on this beautiful divine being right here. Welcome, you beautiful divine beings, right here too. Oh, let me share a little cute little story with you. My daughter's picture day was yesterday, and she come home and I asked her how the pictures go. Oh, did she freak out? Oh, they didn't let me post. I just had to sit there like this. They didn't let me go like this, and they didn't let me do this. And she kicks up her legs. She was so upset. It was her school photo. Why she couldn't pick how she posed in that photo. Good point, though, isn't it? It's a good point. Let them show their little characters, right? Instead of getting them all. That's something I haven't had school photos in a while. Like my middle boy's first school picture. Yeah, he was in the care of somebody else, and when we come to pick him up, there was an accident. He'd fallen on a boat and cut his eyebrow. He'd fell on the seat there. They didn't take him to the hospital. There's drinking involved, right? So they didn't go to the hospital. So that was up to his father and I when we come to pick him up. They ended up gluing it. The thing is, it was the day before his school pictures. So the next day he goes to kindergarten and have his school pictures. Now I didn't check off the touch-up thing, but they touched up the photo anyway, so now he just looks like a deformed kid instead of, he had a black eye. He looked like Popeye. Oh, if I had them here, I'd show you. He looked like Popeye because it was all swelled up and it was all purple. But then they touched it up so you couldn't see the bruising or anything like that, even though I didn't check that off. So they weren't doing me a favor touching it up. I wanted it all natural. But anyways, no, I know he looks like Popeye. So, yeah, actually, I don't even have any of my daughter's school pictures. I haven't been able to afford them. I take lots of pictures of them anyway. But it's something I've had to let go of because, I know that was one of my things that I loved when we were kids. And then feeling upset when there wasn't. Every grade. How come there wasn't a picture there for this grade, Mom? Well, maybe we couldn't afford it that year. Well, I just haven't been able to afford because now there's more kids in school. These are they're so expensive, right? And I think you have to pay you pay for 3 and then you get the next one's free. I don't know, or 2 and the next one's free. But they're so expensive. They're a lot cheaper and flimsier here than they were actually in Barrie. They used actually quality paper, so it was a little bit more worth it. Than the company that they use here in Peterborough. Noticing being in 2 different school districts, Simcoe County and then the Kawartha Pine Ridge District, whether it's a district or whether it's Barrie or Peterborough, whatever. But the difference is in the quality of the photographs that you receive. It's more worth it. Here I think it's even a little bit more pricey and the quality is a whole lot less. So that's just in my personal opinion. Anyways, they're just an excuses because we haven't been able to get them. Well, some things were covered. It worked out great, but then, it's spiteful to me to take those things away from my kids. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. What am I rambling on about? So Therapy Thursdays. Thrown off a little bit. Went to the A&W drive-thru yesterday. Said that at a timeout, so, there was a coupon for family meal deal, right, for burgers and fries and drinks. So I thought, we'll just grab that on the way home. I took Ariana with me to drop off Seth. I got this little bug staring at me now. Don't come flying in my face. It just stopped. It was climbing up the top of the scissors. I show you, but he probably move. Anyways, so pulling in, dropped off Seth, pulling in W, and I see this van with this business magnet thing on the side, and I recognize all the initials, and I realize, whoa, oh my goodness, that van. My son that I haven't seen since 2017. It's the first time I've gotten a glimpse of him out in the wild. Oh, I wanted to jump out of my van and run over there. And it was a long line up in the drive-thru. He pulled over there, and I'm saying, oh my goodness, Ariana. Oh my goodness, Ariana. He's your big brother over there. I'm so excited. I want to just jump out front and give him a hug. And then it goes through my head. Oh, wait a second. He might not be so happy to see me. And all this thoughts going through my head. Took everything not to just jump out of my van, just run over and give him a hug. But then I thought, oh, wait. I've got this other, my girl's back here. What if he isn't so excited to see me? What, I don't want her to see him reject me. But she's all excited. She wants to yell out, and I'm being torn. Do we just let it go? Just be happy that I catch a glimpse, whatever. And then I'm like, well, I can't stop her. I'm like, no, of course you can yell out to your brother, right? So she put her window down, stuck her head right out the window. Yo, brother, whatever she said. And I just watched in the rearview mirror, and there was a hesitancy, like he'd stopped. And it looked like he was gonna come, and then like kind of changed his mind, and then it went fast and think maybe he was late, probably didn't recognize her. I don't know, because she didn't call out his name. She just said, hey, brother, yo, brother, or something like that, right? So, but it really looked like in that mirror that he'd saw. Looked like he was going to approach, and then went fast into the thing. So I saw his masked face in my rearview mirror. You gotta look at the back of him. Walking into the thing, he's doing some delivery. So skip the dishes. He's doing delivery too. He does house painting, ARCC. That's his initials. And, yeah, he does house painting and handiwork and stuff, I guess, too. So, anyways, I cried, and my little girl's back there. Well, maybe we can do this. Maybe we can do that. Honey, it's okay. It's okay. This just shows how much Mom loves you, no matter what. And, he's an adult now. Mom's not going to go push herself. If he doesn't want me in their lives, they've chosen that they don't want me part of their lives. And I respect that. I don't push myself on anybody. I accept. Don't have to like it, but it's not my choice. It's their life. And it's so hard. So boy didn't come to see me and speak to me directly, like I haven't heard his voice. Nothing. The last, there was a text about just leave us alone, right? Because they got into... Anyways, there's some people that like to take a stand without even knowing the information. And, yeah, he's a man. I just told her no worries. It's okay, darling. You don't need to stand up for Mom, nothing. I'm glad that you guys get that time with your big brother, you know. Glad that they still stay connected with his siblings. You know, it's a mother can really hope for that their children stay connected. Oh, human being, right? It's feeling and processing. I could just shove it down and... But, you know, I could try to, yesterday, carry on and then wake up this morning. There's a flash. Still thinking I should have got out of that van. Right? What if I did? That's the human part, but you know, it was just a blessing to be able to see him. I haven't seen him in so long. He had a hat on, so I can't tell if he's got any hair yet. I don't think so. Excuse me, I was just going to jump right into cards. But Therapy Thursdays, right? Guess I need the release. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh. Right? It's hard to... It just doesn't feel like anything kind of moves so naturally. Here at that growing up part, right? That part where you leave the nest and stuff. It didn't... It was kind of rushed and pushed and... And that was things with like ODSP and stuff like that. My son had dropped out of high school. Not high school. He completed high school. He was in college. He was going to be a massage therapist. He wanted to do that since he was in grade 8, right? And then he goes all through high school and graduates high school. And he did it. He did a year of registered massage therapy. He was good. He was enjoying it too. He didn't, you know, the practical work I think was tough for him, but handyman. He likes to work with his hands, but he did have a natural talent for like Reiki, and just his energy. Just anybody around my Andy Bear just kind of has that calm and relaxing. He was. I don't know what he's like now. He could be some uptight fuddy-duddy. I don't know. Right? And he wants to be more like... Anyways, I don't know. I just know my heart hurts so bad. And it gets suffocating. Like, I've never experienced grief like this. And he's not even dead. I'm human. Just means saying so how much I love my children. It never stops. Just keeps growing. And part of him growing now too. Okay, can you guys stop now? Okay, we don't need to keep doing this to me, okay? Can you guys all just please stop? Please stop. Oh, please just stop this all now. Oh. I can't. Well, right, God made me strong. I guess maybe I look at that, right? Look at all this stuff. Whoa! No, I have no superhuman. I have no idea how. I'm holding it together. I guess it doesn't really, I'm not really holding it together right now, am I? Or am I? Maybe the tears help me hold it together. Right? Gotta get out the stuff. Excuse me, right? I've paused it before for you, but now I'm just like, letting her rip. Excuse me. It's natural, right? You know, when you've had such a close connection with a child, times you thought this was the only one, and to have any more would be like a betrayal to that one. It was hard. Liam wasn't born till Andy was 9. He was almost 9. Or he was 9. He was 9. Turned 9. Anyways. But there was a time that's what I thought. It was just going to be me and my Andy Bear. For a time it was. We had such adventures. Going through the forest. Crossing the raging river. It was just a little stream. Springwater Park in Barrie. We lived in the building house, as he called it. Coulter Drive. 49 Coulter. Apartment 1007. Oh, good times we had. And then to BC. He was going to come with me. Nobody believed I was going to go, I don't think. I think really that's... A lot of people would act excited that I was going, but none of them ever really believed that I would do it. I'm slow and steady, and I'm always doing stuff for everybody else, so I slip things in for myself, too. But it takes longer for those things. I feel selfish. Pursuing my dreams. But they're for everybody else. Even I begin within home. It's not just for me and my family. I always say we're the first family to heal here. And that's not just some act of me. That's genuinely me. Because I know how it feels. I don't want anybody else to ever feel this way. It's not. You know, and I can understand why some people will just kind of like, fine, forget it. Let's just... As I heard a lot, can't beat them, join them, right? It's the best of the worst, whatever those kinds of beliefs are. Wipe those from you, okay? Those do serve no good purpose at all. Sorry. I understand, you know, you try. Everything you do comes from that intention of helping and not hurting. And if you hurt somebody, even if it's telling them that your feelings are hurt by something that they did, and that hurts their feelings, and you feel guilty, and try and make up for that. Excuse me, let me toughen up so my feelings don't get hurt, because people's feelings get hurt when they hurt my feelings. I mean, stuff I've worked through in counseling and stuff, too. It's just right now that's fresh. Like I said, I carried on last night. We came home and we had our dinner here. And I don't want to be crying the whole way at the table or anything like that. And my best to just kind of put it out of my mind for a while or whatever. And it's the first thing that I woke up this morning. So, I was going to do reading. Maybe I'll get myself all together. I'll come back and do a separate reading. Hey, kids are all at school now, so it's safe time to flow, I guess. Okay. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll come back to a card. get some messages to help focus on. Okay, whew, if anybody else is going through similar situations in their lives or whatever, right? Let's see. How do we focus? You know what? I'm going to tag it. I'm just going to go on here. I can timestamp it. Why not? Whatever. I put on... what did I put on? I don't know. Clear it out. Okay, all my relations. Sweet Jesus God, I need your help. Get these messages out to help me to carry on and help others that go through similar stuff like this too. We have not played the lead role in our own life, I guess. I don't know, whatever that is. We make somebody else the star of our life. Do we? I don't know. I don't know what it is. My intention is points to ponder that help us feel better. Get us out of our heads when things are just keep spinning. Help us get off those hamster wheels for whatever situation we're in. Because there is those, you know, like I use laughter. It's my go-to. Eh? There is kind of some cure-alls. I mean, if there is, we know. Eh? Great Oneness Divine will have it. It's all out there. Okay, so we'll go just short and sweet. Okay, we'll do the balancing energies. Okay. Excuse. Oh. I get a glimpse of what's on the bottom, and then I don't want to see the bottom. I don't want to know any of the cards. So I don't want my brain to sway it. I want it to be natural, coming through me. Not what I think should be. Okay. Not gonna look when I do that. I mean, you can see it if you like. Okay. We are calling in all of our energies from the east, the place of illumination, clarity, place of fire, place of man. And we call back all of our energies from the south, the emotions, the waters, the innocence, childhood. And we call back all of our energies from the west, the physical, the earth, the woman, place of introspection. And we call back all of our energies from the north. That's the wisdom years, the air, the mental. All right. Thank you. And we walk our red road from childhood. We're going up to the north where we're grateful, right? That's the wisdom. Gratitude. We're thankful we have this life as we're walking this red road from childhood up there, right? We're grateful to our parents. We're, thankful. Catch a glimpse of our children. Humor and opposites. We can see that. We can fool ourselves. So much. Wow. And that was 11 and then 22, right? Doubling. Double up. Let's come together, man. Humor and opposites. Sometimes we can make it so funny. Wrong track, brain. I'm just thinking of my Andy Bear, right? So I can laugh at myself and go, ah. Right? Whatever that is. Get myself all worked up. This is normal. Hey, ha ha ha. Joke's on you. It doesn't matter. He can't change the fact that I'm his mother. Ha ha ha. Got my blood running through him. He came from this body. Ha ha ha. I met him before everybody. Ha ha ha. See, there's the Heyoka spirit, right? So sometimes we need to learn that's the wisdom in it. Everybody, laughter is the best man, and we can laugh at ourselves. See, silliness because we take things so seriously, right? Don't take life so seriously, but be serious about living your life. Be able to laugh at yourself. We all need to be able to laugh at ourselves because when we can't, look at what happens, right? We get tripped up. Get sensitive to name calling, all that kind of stuff, and then we're all just fighting. But just know who we are. Be able to laugh at yourself too. Don't take yourself too seriously. Get over yourself, as Margaret would say, right? And the blue road of spirit is east to west as the sun. Where we come together, we realize that coming together, unity, wholeness achieved. When we realize we're spirit in this body, but it's all one. We're not separate. It's all together. right? And we can all come together. Whirling rainbows of peace. Spirit is orchestrating that. We know we can rest at ease in that. And then we'll have that ability to respond. When we know that Spirit's with us, we connect to that Spirit and that source that's always there. It helps us to respond instead of just reacting, right? We just got to react. Right, my reaction would have been just to jump out of that van, probably get caught in my seatbelt, because I just wanted to jump out so quick. That just would have been that reaction. And what would have happened if he, whoa, back off, I don't want to see you, whatever, right? And then did that in front of my other girl. See, I would have been a whole lot more devastated by that than just sitting here thinking, oh, what above, below, and within. So I can get caught up in all of that I didn't get out. And oh, wow, I missed an opportunity. Or maybe Spirit kept us more safe from even more emotional trauma. From an even more bigger emotional slap in the face than what I've already gotten from that way. I'm torn too. Love him. Love. I'm so hurt, right? So there's the anger. Unfair. Right? I know how I raised that boy. I know. I raised when you come and see people to their face. You don't make... Anyways. Comes a time in your children's life you're not the main influence anymore. And that's how it's supposed to be. Right? That's how it's supposed to be. He thinks for himself. He's making up his own mind. That I can be sure of. Can I be sure of it? I don't know. I mean, really, we've been trained in this society to not make up our own mind, to depend on outside of us to make up our minds. So, can't be sure. Just pray we all use our own minds. So, which way shall we go? We're going to reflect. Let's get the two sides and then see what this is telling us to balance here. Okay? So, let's reflect on whatever it is that's going on in your life, similar to mine, whatever that is, where you need to just get out of your head because it just keeps spinning. So we need to come out of our head. So let's reflect. So we are going in. First we go in to get out, right? We got to get in there to get out, okay? Got to get in there and to get it out. These coming together there, okay. Get in to get it out. Right? That burden basket, that self-reliance. Look at how far you've come. What are you relying on? Do you rely on yourself and your source? Or are you looking and relying on everybody else? Do you bring your problems to everybody else, looking for somebody else to fix that for you? Right? Do you bring them into somebody else's home and not even think about what might be going on with them? And instead you're just pouring out everything that you need, right? Here I am crying. I'm sorry. What do you guys need? Maybe that's what you needed today too. Maybe this is what I needed, right? And doing it this way, right? You don't have to listen. So, no, I'm not trying to pour burdens on you. I do have that self-reliance. We got to let our feelings flow through, right? Do you take responsibility for your feelings too? Right? Or do you blame it on somebody else, right? That's that self-reliance as well. So gathering all those parts of yourself back to yourself, releasing what's not you, right? And letting go of those burdens, anything that you're tripping up on. Right? We can see, okay, let's gather this information and then have a look at it, right? You can then throw your nuts out. You gather all your nuts together and then you have them and then you can look at all your nuts right there. Get rid of the rotten nuts. Okay, so we're reflecting on that. Whatever it's going in your life, gathering, okay, what is this stuff? What are these burdens, right? Get that burden basket. Let's collect all these burdens and let's see what we can do with these, okay? Just how about this one? All right, we can just release that one and let that one go. Okay, well, this one we might need to look at later, so we'll put it over here, right? And go through all that, mental inventory, bring it on the outside, journal, talk like this, whatever you need to do, right? That builds that self-reliance. What are these burdens, okay? You need to deal with them. It's yours, right? I need to deal those issues with my son. It's nobody else's fault. He's his own man. He makes up his own mind. I can go, well, I can see this and this and this. Nah, blah, 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 blah. But then I'm making excuses for him. When he made up his own mind. We are adults. We make up our own minds. We don't blame nobody else. Take responsibility for the choices you made. Always accountable. Always be accountable for what you do, right? Action, right? Since we're talking about what you do. Okay, be accountable for what you do. The things you choose. Right? The fire, the passion, that spontaneity. So do something that's spontaneous. Remember, it's not impulsive. Spontaneous has a bit of forethought, right? So that's that action. And then going in these burden baskets, we might figure out something. Okay, maybe we can try this. Maybe we can try that. Maybe there's something if we tap into that passion and our purpose. What is this trying to teach us in our purpose? You know, why did I gather all these burdens? Why am I carrying this heavy basket? Why do I take all this baggage with me? Every relationship, right? So it's time to let that go. Maybe try for just once. Release. Be carefree. Drop all your baggage. Okay? If you need to pick it up again, you can. All right? If you like your baggage, you can hang on to it. That's fine. Nobody forces you to do anything. Free will, right? Maybe you have a passion for your baggage. Do you? Right? Do you have a passion for those burdens? For drama? Right? And gathering all this gossip and everything? Because that's, what is it? I don't know. We need to reflect on that. What's that passion for? Right? You're taking that time to be introspective. Okay, what did I do to bring this on myself? Right? How can I act now to change this now? Right? I don't like how I'm feeling right now. What can I do to switch this to feel like something that lights my fire a little more? What can I do to light my fire a little more? What is my little asking me to do? What is it that little inside me needs from me? Right? What is that passion that little is trying to point me to? But if we keep getting caught up in all these burdens and everybody else's stuff as well, right? Because we're not allowing them that gift of being self-reliant, learning to be self-reliant for our children too. If we're not teaching them, how are they going to find out what their passions are, right? It's dumping our burdens on them too, right? To fix our lives, to live our lives through that, right? Maybe we're having children to live vicariously through, and we're pushing our stuff onto them. I don't know. What is that? What is that for ye? Ow, I did cut down on that clapping though, I think. Anyways, so then we're moving on. So how do we bring these two to balance? We're doing that self-reliance and that passion. We're between the burdens and the passion. We're stuck, right? We have all these burdens. How can I pursue my passion when I've got all this shit that's going on? Right? Well, we're transmuting that shit into that fertilizer to fuel and to nourish. And it's like miracle grow. When we take that introspection, we put it in there and we mish, and then we let it go. But burst up those things in flames, right? Step into that fire. Burn away all those burdens that are not helping you, that are holding you down. Right? And it's not to give to somebody else. We burn it up. We give it to spirit. There's nobody responsible for it but us. We need to take care of all of that ourselves. All these emotions about my son. It's not, like my daughter was trying to cheer me up, honey. It's not your responsibility. That's okay. It's okay. Tears are okay. It's not a bad thing. Let people cry if they need to. Okay. Don't interrupt their processes. If you're having a problem with somebody crying, then what is that saying to you? Okay. Right? What is that saying about you, that you can't handle seeing somebody else crying, okay? Or even crying for them. Why are we trying to feel their feelings? We don't know what they need to learn from those feelings. If we're feeling those feelings for them, we're not allowing them to learn from those. We're depriving them. We need to carry our own baskets for a while, not put it on somebody else, right? We're all responsible for our own nuts, okay? And gathering and nourishing our souls. This is what we need to do. We're all responsible for that inside. That's inside jobs. Right? We need help on this inside job. We call in the source. Because the source is inside with us. So these main ones. What's this? Okay. bringing this together. Look at that. It's a 7, 8, 5. Okay. Balancing our passions and our burdens. What do we do? How do we bring this together? Was it all mine? Oh, there we go. That one wants to come out. This one just went side. It's been wanting to come out there. Been calling me for a while. Excuse me. We'll have her. Okay, over. All right. It's that ideas and needs manifested. What are these feelings telling you, right? We'll go inside to see. What are these ideas and what's the needs, and how do we, what ideas are coming up to get those needs met? Right. We need to go through all these emotions. If we're hanging on to one, we're not going to be able to get those needs met. If we don't know, if we're taking on everybody else's burden and gathering up burdens that aren't even ours, right? Making everything taking everything personally. Right? Because we feel it's passion. We need to stand up. We're activists. Whatever that is. Whatever that is for you in your own life, right? How can we manifest those ideas and needs if we're not even tapped into our needs, right? If we're not even noticing our own needs. We got to notice our own needs and then notice the needs of others, right? And transmute those poisons. This is what we are doing. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm looking for it. Okay. Excuse me, right? A 5, a 6, a 7, 8. And 9. Excuse me. I like to count in numbers. That's me. That's one of my things. So we need to transmute those poisons, shed off all that we are not. Like snake would die if it didn't shed its skin because it outgrows that skin. So we need to move on from those things that we have outgrown. People, places, things, it doesn't matter. Or maybe some outgrow us, like our children. We should hope would outgrow us and move on their own and be able to find out what their own needs are and have the ideas and be able to manifest those needs for themselves. Hopefully we've been given them those tools, or, they were open up to receive those. And they learn how to transmute those poisons for the benefit of all. Hopefully we can hope. So that's that, bringing it together because this is what we want to do. We do these things so that we can find out what is our needs. What do we need to do to transmute these poisons, right? How do we do that? Well, when we tap in, we reflect on these burdens. What have we picked up on? What have we gathered? What is not ours to carry? What has been placed on us, right? Burn that up in that fire of our passion. We can do that in a visualization. You can literally go to a fire, maybe standing in this, maybe not. Well, maybe you put on a whole fire suit or something. I don't know. But there is fire walkers that go walking on the coal. So that's something you need to go do it quite literally. Or we can do these things in our mind. And you know what? The brain doesn't know the difference between you actually doing it and you just sitting there imagining it. Really. That's how intelligent our brains are, right? We want to depend on our brains. Anyways, right? So take that introspection. Look, right? We can transmute that. And our brains aren't the intelligent parts of us, right? It's that spirit. That's the all-knowing when we tap into that connection in the spirit and into our guts, not just the brain, the guts, right? And having the meat in the middle here. Right? Purifying all that we're not, clearing out so we can get right down to right? We're building. This is a new world we're living in. We're building that new world. How are we building it? Are we just trying to redo these old, outdated things that do not work? Maybe there was a place, maybe time and a place they did work. Okay? We got November 11th coming up. That time to remember. There was a time we needed to fight for our freedom. But now, since we know better, you know better, you do better. Why do we keep repeating those same things? Those aren't going to work anymore. It's like us as individuals growing up, those things that helped us to survive childhood will now hold us back if we can continue to do those things. So on the bigger scale, right? The global scale is all of us people. That's what we need to see. Stop trying to rebuild what was broken already. Right? Stop trying to rebuild it until it has to get smashed to smithereens, right? It's like our bodies. If we don't listen, will tell us. If we don't make time to rest, right, our body will give us an illness, and we'll be forced to. So that's just like humanity. If we're not resting, if we're not reflecting, if we're not looking at what we're building and how we've brought ourselves to this point, right? There's no way to change that. You have to accept it first and clear that off. And we all have to work together. What are you putting out there? It all begins within. Excuse me. And 2 is better than 1, right? Safety in numbers. Sometimes we need to come together to manifest these ideas and needs, you know? It doesn't happen. Everything that's happened in my life, I manifested it. It wasn't me manifesting it. Like, even in this home, this just doesn't all come through me. There's so many people were involved, you know? Great oneness, divine. Oh, wow. How can we orchestrate this as people? Like, this was just so divine to be in here. Right? The devil, the trickster, captivated by the trickster. So if I thought that I manifested this myself, no, because I dreamed it, because I wrote things down, I had to take action on it. I just didn't sit on my ass and expect it to come. But there's sometimes when we trust people, and I've done that too. Realization of bondage begets liberation. When we realize what's keeping us trapped, what's keeping us from manifesting, when we realize we're trying to use our own energy to manifest this instead of getting out of the way. Right? When we're depending on the people to fix this, we're depending on man to fix this when man's created the problem. Human, okay? So we need to tap into that spirit, into that source, and get out of our own way and know that's what's keeping us going. That's what keeps this world turning. It is not man. It is not human that keeps the world turning. It is God, great oneness, divine, universal energies, the black matter, whatever you want to call it. We can get caught up and hooked up in little things and, hey, right? And then the thieves are gone as we're still here trying to argue amongst ourselves going, what the heck just happened? Right? So let's not get caught up in that, in all this trickster energy that's out there, that's distracting us. Look over here, look over there. Look within. Look within. Remember, those that want to control us don't want us to be able to think for ourselves. We're going to keep that up there as a reminder right here. Right? Getting caught up in the energies, going, oh, I could have done something differently. Oh, I had the power, I could have, and whatever. No, that's what they want us to keep going on with that. Basic survival, right? There's enough for all of us. There's no need for anybody to go without. Okay, let's get these lined up like the others. East, south, west, north, south to the north, east to west. Woof. Above, below, woof. And within. Now, let's see what that one wanted to jump right out there and see. That friendship. Develop that friendship with yourself and with your source, the 2 of bowls. Connect your divine energies, masculine and feminine, right? Giving and receiving energies. Combine that in yourself. You begin within. Because when we are whole, then we can share that out. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, right? So it's finding that balance within yourself. When we're balanced and whole, then we find that partner on the outside too. Right? We become power couples or whatever it is. We know that it's not dependent on the other person, but we're sharing that love that we got. We're sharing it. Both are giving. When both are giving, who can be emptied? Because both are giving. It's not one taking from. Both are open to give and then opening to receive. And it just comes naturally, that ebb and flow. Okay, so that's the goal in all of our friendships. It's not putting pressure on those friendships. It's not, this needs to save me. It has to go this way, and friends need to be this way. We need to take our friendships personally, and we need to point out everything wrong with our friends. That's true friendship. No, true friendship boosts each other, just like that true relationship. It should be freeing. We criticize ourselves enough. We don't need our friends to be critics of us, even constructive criticism or whatever. Because as much as they love us, our friends are still only seeing it from their perspective, right? Nobody knows better for you than you. No matter how much they love us. And remember, somebody that loves you isn't going to tell you what to do. That's a controlling thing. Somebody that loves you doesn't want you to control you. They want you to be the highest you can be, the best expression of you that you can be. They're not trying to mold you into be something more like them or like they think you should be. They love you as you are, accept you as you are, and support you. Whatever that is you need for you. They don't think that they know better for you. And they don't judge you. True friends do not judge you, okay? It's not our place to judge. So that's what we're reflecting on, because that came out the female side. No, we were just doing the thing. So, right, these are just two little extras. So now we're going on that female side. Female energies for those burden baskets, the squirrels. What's we gathering? What's we gathering there? What is that telling us to reflect on here in these burdens? Look at that, flipped right over in there. The liberator. We need to free ourselves. What is it that we're thinking that's keeping us trapped? Right? We need to free all those parts of ourselves, bring it all together into one whole. Right? That's how we free ourselves, by not denying any part of ourselves. Accept ourselves as we are. It's easier to accept others, right? Return to our innocence and let go, okay, of what we've been carrying that's not ours. So that's how we free ourselves too. We release those burdens that we picked up of others, right? Or that others put on us and go, yo, this ain't mine. You can take that back. I give it back to you with love, okay? If they don't want it, hey, it just sits somewhere. You know, but with love. It's not going to go on anybody else. It's all free will, right? That male energy, look at that side, that passion, that spontaneity. Like, what's slowing us down? We're taking on so many burdens. We can't do our own passion. Free spirit, doubt, overcome by action. Look at that, and look at that. See, it's the times. We need to be whole. Because coming together and in sharing in that, uniting as one, that's how we manifest our dreams. Where was that? Was the whirling spirit came out? It did. But that's how we come together and manifest our needs. We take that action. Your spirit is freed. The Seven of Pipes, that's the channeling, right? Being an open channel. Doubt overcome by action. You free your spirit by just taking that one little step. Whatever that is for you. Right? Need to dance around, need to free it, need to whatever that is. What is that action you need to take? What is your passion telling you? So, right, when you start doubting it, nah, it's probably not. Go try it out. I can't do it. And then you do it. What? I'll never be able to walk. Whatever that is. And then you do it. And you're, wow, right? And you surprise yourself and others too. Right? Amazing. So then we transmute those poisons, right? We're freeing ourselves in our mind, right? Because the arrows is the mental, the air, right? So we're freeing our mind, clearing out those burden baskets, all that stuff that we gathered, and then we can take that action, and that frees our spirits. That's the true way to liberation. Then the others are watching too, right? And then we're an example for others of how they can manifest their ideas and needs. But first we need to get in touch with them. By taking those actions, seeing what we need. Oh, that's not what we need. Oh, I need to get out of this skin. Let me get out of this. I don't want to leave my warm cocoon. Oh, that one was something. Okay, but they're trying to jump. Something wants to come out there. It's the message you are giving us, because you know best for all of us. That common thing. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Look it, there is a couple. I didn't even notice. Turned around in there. Okay, so what do we have here? That temperance and the exemplar. Not it. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so we have those two there. We'll look at the top and bottom after. Oh. Ow! I just ran over my own toe. Okay, something else fell? Or was that it? That was all that fell? Okay. Snake transmuting poison. Okay, so the earth is eternally fertile, knowing that it's there. We are sustained from the earth. We don't need stores. We can all be self-sufficient right off the earth, right? What did they ever do before these little box stores and Walmarts? Oh my goodness, how did humans survive? Right? Earth is eternally fertile. Okay, let's work in those sustaining ways. And then blending, that temperance. The rainbow, we're talking about whirling rainbows of peace, right? Temperance, integration. This is 14. Regular, 10 in the regular. Temperance in the regular deck. It's called blend in this one, and that's what we're blending, right? The old with the new. Because, hey, right? These things came up for conveniences. So, because we work basic just for the basic survival. So that spent all of our lives just working for basic survival. So then we want these conveniences so we have more time for that fun and play, or more time for playing with the family, whatever that was, right? Brought in these things for conveniences. So we need to blend it. It's not like throwing out all this new age stuff or throwing out all those old traditions, right? It's blending it, coming together. Just like us, we're all blended now. I don't think we got any purebreds on earth right now. You know what? But we all come from those same sources. No matter what we look like on the inside, we're all the same on the inside. No matter what we look like on the outside, we're all the same on the inside. Pretty much, right? So let's see that and blend, see the beauty in that rainbow. That there's a reason. Wouldn't we all be boring if we were all the same? So that's how we bring that in there. We need to blend. So, right, that snake, it might shed that skin, but it's bigger. It's still the same. It's still the snake. Right? But we're integrating and doing. We're growing. We're getting bigger. We're integrating. That's all part of us, right? And we don't want to be that trickster and think that there's any part of us that is unacceptable. Right? We are all human, and it's all there to teach us, right? So, free your spirit. What's that action you're being called to take today, right? One step at a time. That's all we can do. One step at a time, right? And build that friendship in you. Be there for yourself, that fully whole person in you, and then we can share that out. It's not looking for others to complete us, whether in friendships, families, whatever. We're full and whole on our own. We have those energies, right? There you go, Two of Bowls. That's the love card. I think that's the soulmate card in the minor arcana. Whatever, but friends can be soulmates too. It's true. Soulmates, we learn our biggest lessons. I don't know, what is that for you, right? Eight of Pipes, your art is your shield and power. So what is your passion? What is that, right? And then the will to do it. So focusing on that. You're channeling the spirit through you, and then you focus that intent, and that's how you manifest. Very focused intent, right? But it's from the Spirit. Spirit is guiding you. Spirit is where that power comes from, and it empowers you, and then you can share that out. Right? Begin within. Well, longest one this week now. All right. There you go. You see all those. Move that a little bit more. Awesome. Okay, love you so much. Biggest heart hugs ever. Thank you for being you and shining your light through in everything you do. Because you know this world needs you. So put it all out there, my friends. Yeah, my friends. I love you so much. Right? Go out and tell somebody something beautiful you see in them. Let's not criticize. Don't make it a superficial comment either. Start with you. Look in the mirror. Give yourself a genuine comment. Something that you like. Open up to receive and channel. Love you.